Hi there. During the last 24 hours, we've seen a warm front bring a lot of cloud, but also much milder weather in time for Christmas. So we're now in the weather pattern we've been talking about for a while that is going to affect the whole of the UK for Christmas Day and Christmas Eve. It's just going to stay cloudy. A lot of low cloud covering the hills of the west, misty around coasts, drizzle here and there, particularly for northwest England and more especially western Scotland, where the rain will be persistent through the rest of the day with a strengthening southwesterly wind. But with all of this cloud coming from the Atlantic, it is going to be a remarkably mild Christmas Eve. Widely 13 Celsius, could see 14, perhaps 15 degrees somewhere like northeast Wales, given the wind will be warming up and drying out over the hills as it crosses the country. There will be some cloud breaks here and there. Midlands, for example, northeast England, northeast Scotland, possible brighter spells. But on the whole, it's a grey and gloomy Christmas Eve. And little change then as we go into Christmas Day. So it's going to stay cloudy overnight. Again, one or two cloud breaks across central and eastern parts. They'll be fleeting. Most places will stay cloudy with a lot of low cloud covering the hills of the west, bringing some bits and pieces of drizzle and more persistent rain into northwest Scotland. Christmas Day doesn't start off quite as mild as Christmas Eve. In fact, on the whole, the day will be about a degree or two less mild compared with Christmas Eve, but it's a similar sort of theme with southwesterly winds, strong winds for the north and northwest of Scotland, 40-50 mile per hour wind gusts, and continuing to stay wet in the northwest of Scotland. Elsewhere, it's patchy drizzle over hills and coasts of the west, but mostly dry elsewhere, and with lighter winds in the south and relatively mild winds, it's not going to be a bad afternoon for getting out for a walk. Might not be the crisp winter's day that a lot of people appreciate on Christmas Day, but at least it will be mostly dry and settled. The weather shouldn't cause too many problems. 11, 12 Celsius across the board. So yeah, another mild Christmas Day. This sort of weather becoming increasingly traditional at Christmas time, I think, in the UK. But as we go through the week ahead and into the weekend, it does gradually turn a little colder with some more unsettled weather arriving for next week.